everybody, this is Hellcat back at you again with another cool video. Today in New Jersey, a nice spring day. We're gonna say this is the end of April, possibly the first day of May. It all depends on when I launch this video out. I'm recording it right now, the last week of April actually. But it's a really nice day. It's like 60 degrees out. I'm still wearing a hoodie. In the shade, it's a little bit chilly, but in the sun, it's kind of warm. Could go with short sleeves if I wanted to. But really, can't really complain. I'm glad spring is here. We're looking forward to some really great videos coming up in the next coming days and months. But definitely a great spring day. So what is this video about? Well, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. This video is all about the Jeep Wrangler 392, the 2021 Jeep Wrangler 392, the 392 cubic inch Hemi V8, normally aspirated, 6.4 liter. For those of you that want to compare the liters to cubic inches, it's 470 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque. Awesome that Jeep finally did this. If you remember back in September, we actually posted a video of what the prototype is going to look like. Now we have the full production vehicle. It's now being built right now as we speak. And the first Jeep Wrangler 392s are going to be coming out the end of May. I thought this would be a great time to put out this video and let's talk more about it. So let's get started. Now, as you heard in the news, Jeep has promoted that this is now the first V8 in a Jeep Wrangler in 40 years. 40 years! Now, wait a minute. Is that really true? Is that really true? Let's do the numbers. Let's do the math. Okay, shall we? If this is the first V8 in a Wrangler since 40 years, well, that is not entirely true. The 392, the V8 in a Jeep Wrangler, this is now the first V8. Not the second, it is the first V8. The Jeep Wrangler has never had a V8 engine in its history. And let's go back into the history, because if you talk about 40 years ago, there was no Jeep Wrangler. There was no Jeep Wrangler. And thinking, wow, Hellcat, what are you talking about? Wow, what are you talking about? Well, because if we go through the history, remember we went through the history a few times with Jeep on how it came out with the Jeep Wrangler, the Jeep Cherokee, the Jeep Wagoneer. It all came back to, well, 1941. 1941 is when the first Jeep came out. Now, Jeep started out as the 1941 Willys Jeep, otherwise known as the civilian Jeep, in 1941. And the civilian Jeep, it was abbreviated and is now affectionately known as the CJ. CJ stands for civilian Jeep. Willys owned and operated and manufactured the Jeep in the 1940s as Willys Overland from 1944 to 1953. Then from 1953 to 1963, it was then owned by Willys Motors. Then in 1963, then Kaiser took over the Jeep brand from 1963 to 1970. Then in 1971, AMC took over the Jeep CJ, and they owned it all the way up until its final year of 1986. 1986 was the last year of the CJ. And then in 1986, that's when the Jeep Wrangler comes out. The Jeep Wrangler came out in 1986, owned by AMC until Chrysler took them over in 1987. So if we do the math and we do the numbers, 40 years ago from today, 2021, is really 1981. And 1981 is when you still had the CJ5 and the CJ7. So does that mean that the Jeep Wrangler has ever had the V8? Well, let's go through those numbers. The first Wrangler was the YJ. Came out in 1986 all the way up to 1995. Did it ever have the V8? No. Next Wrangler was the TJ from 1996 to 2006. Did that ever have the V8? No. The next version of the Jeep Wrangler was the JK from 2007 to 2017. Did that version of the Wrangler ever have a V8? No. And finally, the JL comes out in 2018, and from 2018 to 2020, the JL did not come with a V8. So when you do the math and you do the history of the Jeep Wrangler, the 392 V8 is really the first V8 of the Jeep Wrangler. So who had the V8 in what we affectionately known as the civilian Jeep? Well, The CJ5 had it and the CJ7 had it. When did they have it? Well, let's go back into that history. So basically when AMC took over Jeep back in 1971, that's when they put the first V8 into the Jeep Civilian, what we know as the CJ or CJ5 or CJ7. That came out in 1971 with the AMC 304 V8. 304 cubic inches, or very close to 5 liters in displacement. So that came out in 1971, and they built them for 10 years. From 1971 to 1981 is when the 304 V8 was actually in what we know today as a Jeep Wrangler, affectionately known as the CJ, for those 10 years. So it was a 304 cubic inch V8. It did not produce a lot of power, it had 150 horsepower, but it sounded good. V8s always sounded good and had an abundance of torque. So when the 304 came out in 1971, it actually had about 210 horsepower, and then as the horsepower went down in the 70s, it went all the way down to 150 horsepower. So when it first came out in 1971, it was 210 horsepower, but by the time it was the last year, the final year, it was all the way down to 150 horsepower in 1981. So the CJ5 and the CJ7 had the V8. The Wrangler never had the V8. But as we know now, this is the history of the V8 for the Jeep Wrangler, also known as the CJ. So the V8 comes out in 1971 to 1981, and it was gone. It was gone for 40 years until now. So now we can talk about 2021. Now you got some of the history. 2021 is now upon us, and now we finally have the Jeep is V8. The V8 is now back in the Jeep, and it's not just back, it is back big, because they didn't even skimp. They could have put a 5.7 liter V8 into the Jeep Wrangler, but no, they put the big boy, the biggest displacement V8 that's available, the 6.4 liter V8, I was about to say supercharged, but it's not supercharged. Naturally aspirated V8, making 470 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque. Fantastic. It's awesome that Jeep was able to do this. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, why didn't they put the 5.7 liter in? Who knows? Who knows? But will they ever put the Hellcat engine in the Jeep Wrangler? Who knows? Who knows? But what I can tell you is, when I read about some of the reports as to what they were going to do as far as they got the 392 in there now, will they ever put a Hellcat engine in there? Technically, they felt as though that the 392 was adequate for the Jeep, because you have to remember it's still the Jeep platform with the big tires, 33-inch tires, and the fact that you don't want to put a Hellcat engine in there. I just think that that there's enough power in the 392 that you probably wouldn't want to put the Hellcat engine in there. Now, of course, Dennis Collins has been putting the 392 in the Jeep Wrangler for a couple of years now, as well as the Jeep Gladiator. That's another question we can talk about in final thoughts. But as far as the Hellcat engine power in a Jeep Wrangler, that's off the table unless you're Dennis Collins. He could put one in there for you. And that's the other thing, the expense. The expense is probably going to be too costly for anyone to want to pay for a supercharged V8 in a Jeep Wrangler. Probably could be excess of $100,000 to engineer. So for right now, we have the 392 in the Jeep Wrangler. And as we have the Trackhawk in the driveway, this is just an awesome segue into what you're going to see in this video. So enough about me talking. The rest of what I'll say later on will be in final thoughts, but this is a little bit of the history, so let's get into the video. And before we do that, let's talk about Goon Squad. Goon Squad got another one of your hoodies, guys. This is a little bit of an older hoodie. I believe this came out in late fall, but I still wear this all the time. Now it's springtime. I wore this in the fall, now I'm wearing it in the spring. I love this design, but they do have some fresh colors. They have some fresh hoodies on their website as we speak, so definitely check them out. Goonsquad.com. Get yourself some merch. They've done fantastic work on their channel. We love watching their renovations. They have the Goon Squad house video, and now we're doing the Raptor, and they've already done a Jeep Trackhawk rebuild, and they've also done a Jeep Gladiator rebuild. So definitely check them out. Check out Goon Squad. So let's talk about what we're going to see in this video. What we're going to see in this video today is all the running footage that I could find on the Jeep Wrangler 392. So we're going to have that sizzle video when the prototype first came out back in September. That's a real short video. It's about 2 or 3 minutes long. Then we have 2 fantastic videos of the new production Wrangler 392. One in black and one in hyper blue. One of my favorite colors. That's one of the reasons why I wore this sweatshirt today, because I love the color blue. Love B5 blue. Rapid blue is very close to it. You find it right now in the TRX. Now they're bringing that color with the Jeep Wrangler 392 in hyper blue. Hyper blue glasses, hyper blue Goon Squad's hoodie, hyper blue Jeep Wrangler 392. So we're gonna watch some great shots, great footage, off-road, on-road, get to hear the V8 sound. It's gonna be awesome. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And after the video plays, I'll be back with you with some final thoughts. So enjoy the video. hope you enjoyed the video of the Jeep Wrangler 392, the 2021 Jeep Wrangler 392. Let's talk about this. Final thoughts time, final thoughts time, final thoughts time. Well, it's very cool that the Jeep Wrangler finally came out with the 392 Hemi V8. Also, a few things that I failed to mention. The standard trim for the 392 is actually the Rubicon trim. And if you remember, the Rubicon trim is like your top of the line trim. What's it going to cost? the base price of the Rubicon with the 392 is going to be about $75,000. And to get it very well equipped, and especially when you get the, I want to call it the panoramic sunroof, but it's the soft, retractable sunroof that actually looks and feels like the panoramic sunroof in the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. That's a $2,000 option, but it is a must-have. It also comes standard with leather interior. It also comes standard with a 2-inch lift above and beyond what the standard Rubicon would have offered. And the reason for that is because they needed to do that in order to fit the 392 V8. So in order to fit the big V8, the 6.4 liter 392 cubic inch powered V8 in the Jeep Wrangler, they had to raise it up 2 inches. So what you're getting a fantastic package. And if you add in all those options that I just mentioned, including the retractable roof, you're talking about $78,000. Is it worth it? I say it definitely is worth it when you consider the fact that Dennis Collins has been putting in the 392 as a custom build in both the Wrangler and the Gladiator, and he was asking upwards of $100,000 for those builds. So you could actually get from the factory warranty, 3-year, 36-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, 5-year, 60,000-mile factory powertrain warranty, all for $78,000. So what else are my final thoughts? Well, when you talk about if I'm going to get the Jeep Wrangler 392, well, let me tell you, I absolutely love it. I love the reviews that some of the people have already done on this thing. I haven't been able to drive one yet, but hopefully I will someday. When I get a chance to review one, I will definitely bring it to the channel. But until then, a lot of the rave reviews, when they've been driving it, they almost feel as though, because of its lighter weight, it almost feels like there's a Hellcat powered engine in the Wrangler. So it also has another thing that's pretty cool that I wish the Hellcat and even the Trackhawk would have. It has the active exhaust. Not only just active exhaust, meaning it's an automatic active exhaust like the Hellcat. It's got manual active. It's like you can set it to either be relatively quiet to very loud off-road. They say it's for off-road use only, but who knows? Is anyone going to use it just for off-road? Who knows? Who knows? What I can tell you is this. It sounds really good. From the exhaust manifold all the way back to the back, where it actually has quad tip exhaust, which is almost like Trackhawkish. It's pretty cool. That, again, is standard on the 392 V8 powered Jeep Wrangler. So not only are you getting the 2-inch lift, the retractable roof, the leather interior, all the goodies that a Rubicon offers, including 33-inch tires and 17-inch wheels, I think for $78,000, it is an absolute bargain. Now, another question that came up, will a Hellcat engine be put into the Jeep Wrangler? Who knows? Who knows? What I can tell you is this. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does happen, I don't know. I think I might have to get one if it's Hellcat powered engine. I get anything that's Hellcat powered, I want, you know? I mean, I got the Trackhawk, I got the Hellcat. We know we're probably going to be trading in the Hellcat. And again, don't forget, I'm getting a 2021 Hellcat powered vehicle. I'm still not going to review on this video, but I am going to be reviewing very soon. But that is besides the point. I digress. If there is a 2022 Jeep Wrangler with a Hellcat engine in it, who knows if I will be getting it. I tell you this, if I won the lottery and I had a big enough garage where I could fit all these vehicles, I definitely would. Definitely would. Two thumbs up, where Hellcat will definitely do that. So overall, if I didn't have my Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, and if I wasn't getting already a brand new vehicle for 2021 that's a Hellcat powered vehicle, if I wasn't already getting that vehicle, I would definitely consider getting the 2021 Jeep Wrangler 392. And without further ado, those are my final thoughts. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy the video, please hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. Also, put in a comment or two. Tell me if you're going to be getting the Jeep Wrangler 392, or if you're getting any Jeep product, or if you're just getting the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon with the V6. there's nothing wrong with the V6, or there's also the 4xe electric powered Jeep Wrangler. That's also coming out for 2021. Definitely. Put in a comment, tell me what you're getting for 2021. Are you getting a Jeep Grand Cherokee? Are you getting a Trackhawk? Are you getting a TRX? Are you getting a Durango Hellcat? Are you getting a Charger Red Eye? Definitely put comments in. Put the comments in. Even if you're not getting any of those products, tell me what you're getting for 2021. Or are you gonna get the Bronco? Now, here's another fun fact we didn't talk about. The Bronco is not coming in with a V8. So you gotta get, if you want a V8, you gotta go with the Jeep Wrangler 392. So put it in the comments for that. Also, please share the video. Please share the video with everyone that you know. This is a great running footage of the Jeep Wrangler 392, and I was glad I was able to bring this to you. So if you definitely share the video with everyone you know, they may, if they were on the fence after seeing this video, they'll definitely consider getting the Jeep Wrangler 392. So definitely share the video, and by all means, don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. We are now over 600 subscribers. We're getting very close to 650, getting closer to the milestone. The next one is 700 subscribers. Then we'll have 800, 900. We definitely want to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. That would be awesome if we could do that. But right now we have close to 650 subscribers. So if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. So without further ado, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. So without further ado, this video is now over. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. It is a nice sunny day outside. The sun is coming down a little bit, sort of late afternoon, so it's now nice and shady on this side. But definitely, it was a definitely nice day. So enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your night. It's supposed to be 80 degrees tomorrow as well, so it's going to be very, very hot tomorrow. I won't be able to wear this. I'll be wearing shorts or something tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. And also, be safe out there. Be safe. Be safe. Again, COVID pandemic is still upon us. We still need to be vigilant. We still need to be safe out there. We still have to wear a mask and a face covering. I still have the face covering, the Hellcat mask. See, everybody's talking about the 392 Hemi-powered Jeep Wrangler. I'm sporting the Hellcat powered mask. So definitely be safe out there. Be safe with the mask. Please social distance if you haven't already. I'm also fully vaccinated. And they actually just reduced some of the guidelines for the mask. You can just wear the mask inside when you're outside, like right now. Oh my God, it feels so good not to have to wear the mask outside anymore, especially when the warmer weather is coming out here. But definitely, you want to be safe. You want to be safe. Also, sanitize. Don't touch your face if you can't. Avoid it. We just want to just make sure we don't spread. Even when you're fully vaccinated, you just want to make sure that your hands are clean, sanitized. It's still a good habit to get into. So I just want you to be safe out there. We're almost done with this pandemic. We're getting very, very close. The light's at the end of the tunnel. Until everyone is fully vaccinated, then we can say, whoo, this pandemic is now over. So until then, please be safe out there. Please be safe and enjoy the rest of your day. So without further ado, this video is now over. And you know how we end these videos all the time. We're gonna peace out. So let's give you the old peace. Peace, 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 peace. That's a little homage to SRT Much. Love you, buddy. Thanks again for watching. Be safe out there. Be safe out there. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll catch you. We'll catch you on the next video, which, by the way, could be a cool little review. We have a Hellcat review coming up very, very shortly. We have a Hellcat repair coming up very, very shortly. And then, of course, we have the 2021 Hellcat powered vehicle that I will be buying in a month or two for the channel, and I'll be revealing that very, very soon. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, and you'll hit the bell notification, and you'll find out exactly when the next video is coming. So again, thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your support. And we're gonna give you one ass piece. 1, 2, 3. Peace.